Well, hello everyone, and welcome back. We have a little bit of a change today. We got some new seats, and wanted to try out a little bit of a different thing here. So this is what we usually record on, is the bar. We got some nice little leather chairs here, and we're gonna change it up. However, today we are smoking the ILLUSIONE back files. This is a relatively new cigar. It has covered in some sort of foil, whatever you want to call it. I know the lighting's not the best right here, so bear with us. But not bad. I think I can fix that lighting issue here momentarily. I'm going to let Jake talk for a second while I fix that lighting.
I was just about to fix it for you, but
If I can find the light. Here we
yeah. You know, never had an illusion or illusion.
Illusion.
So
Something of that nature.
yeah, gonna be quite interesting. Oh,
Ooh, that's running out of cable there.
hot mamas, that is
Well,
bright.
they can definitely see us.
Yeah, it's fine.
There, that's perfect.
Yep. Very excited. It is a Gordo. It's a 6x56. As Zach had stated, it is covered in a foil. So, good lord. Good.
We need it to be like that.
Ugh. Wowzers.
It's quite dim in here.
I think it's just fine like that.
Correction, Jake. It is not a Gordo. It's a Toro Extra. A Gordo would be a 6x60.
I'm reading the sticker here, big boy.
Well, I guess they consider it a Gordo. In cigar knowledge, it should be a 6x56 Toro, but they consider it to be a Gordo. My apologies. It is a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper. Did you say that? If it was an Ecuadorian
not
Habano?
yet.
It is a
You know more about the cigars, so you.
It was an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, and I'm covered in crap. Not crap, but you get the point. Hopefully you can see a little bit better with that lighting, hopefully. We're just testing this out. But yeah, we're going to see what this has to offer. Definitely interested, so we're going to figure out our mic situation here.
Just prop it up against your.
Can. Good lord. Utter. And lighter. Maybe.
Good lord, talk about wrapping job. Tape out the wazoo over here.
So it's almost like a cellophane in a way, but it's a paper.
Very,
Oh my.
very nicely packed.
Smell that foot.
Oh, good
Holy
heavens.
cow.
Oh,
Look
good.
at that. That's gorgeous.
Yeah. How the hell did you get it out so easy?
Magic.
Dude, that shit does not want to open. Wow.
Pretty. Why the hell does yours have a wrapper band? I don't have a band.
She.
Oh, there's my band. Got a little tobacco in the nose.
Tobacco in the nose? Dude, that band is sick.
I'm gonna find my band here and place it onto my cigar. Maybe. Wow, that tobacco is really deep in my nose. Holy cow. Well, ooh, it is a very cool band. I'll show you guys at the end of the clip what the band looks like. Or Jake can do it right now. Don't lock over the camera. Oh, it is the original document is the name of this. So it's the ILLUSIONE original document.
Yeah.
Lots of fruit. The foot is weird looking. Does your foot look like that?
No.
All right. I'm going to prop the mic up here. Crack a cold ginger ale. Oh shit.
Wow.
It's It's my beer pouring skills for you.
Say we get it cut up and lit up.
I still got tobacco in my nose. A little bit of a dry cut there, all over my hand.
Ooh, tobacco in the mouth.
Yes, there's a lot.
Whoa, that's fruity. Holy moly. Wow.
It's still in my friggin' nose!
Quite the snug draw, so we're gonna give it a nice crown cut here. See if that resolves the issue.
I have an effortless draw.
Mine was snug.
This is what mine looks like.
It's good now. Cold draw is just fruit. I mean, no specific. On the cold draw here, we're getting just that fruitiness. It's not like a specific fruit. It's almost just.
Oh, yeah. Almost like a pipe tobacco.
Yeah,
it smells just like that pipe tobacco.
That tropical pipe tobacco, yeah.
All right.
Why did I do? Good
What?
lord. I hope no one pays attention to what I just did.
What?
When we go back to review the clip, I'll show you. It is goofy. Oh, good lord. Hold on.
Through the jungle of wires over there.
Yeah. Oh, there's no gas either.
Let's use the Porsche design one.
Oh, we're good. You're one of 50 million DuPonts that do this. Ugh.
Just don't drop that one. That's my really good one. Lighting pretty nice.
Has a very nice smell to it coming off the Zach's cigar there.
It does smell nice, yeah.
Very interesting this. So, just off that cold draw alone seems very tasty.
Alrighty.
Never a fan of flavored cigars, but the fruitfulness on the tobacco is nice.
A total pepper bomb on the front part. Wow, that's really spicy. That's an Ecuadorian Habano for you. Holy cow.
Perfect.
Get ready for a pepper bomb. Coffee on the back, dark chocolate. Wow, lots of pepper.
Holy moly.
A shit ton of very thick smoke. It smells heavenly.
It does. That coffee is very nice too.
Look at that smoke. The fan is unplugged. Might have to plug it into the strip there.
Is it on?
It's unplugged. I have the light plugged in.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, it's almost like it's like an actual pepper spice, as if it was like eating a pepper. Like you get these warm, decent notes on the front of the palate, and then as the cigar sits back on the palate, you get like this, like a spice. Lower that a little bit so it doesn't get interference with the mic. It's almost like a chili pepper.
Up the nose. Oh, good lord.
Wow. This is very spicy. Very spicy. No spice. My mouth is like hot. Like it's hot. Not bad though. It's very smooth until you get that pepper spice on the back. Is your draw alright?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting, look how much smoke I'm getting.
I mean, my draw is snug, but it's not, you know, anything crazy. Clumsy mess over here.
And we don't have as much room to work with as the giant bar top above us. But yeah, this kind of gives you what's below us. Usually you just see the cut of Julius Caesar's face and then up, but you can kind of see a little bit over there, the whiskey cabinet, and then the mess that's going on, and the 5 heaters that are over there to keep us warm in the winter, because we are in a garage. Somebody said something about the ceiling. We're in a garage, so it's not like we're in a London lounge.
Yeah.
But
see, all I'm getting on mine is just a fruitiness with a very, very light coffee on the back half. Medium,
I still have pepper in my mouth.
mild to medium finish here. I'm not getting. It's not a very long finish at all. No pepper though, which is weird because we're smoking the same cigar and you're over there.
Like it's almost like I ate a chili pepper.
Yeah, it's almost like there's a chili pepper inside your cigar, and then mine's just.
Like my tongue's hot.
Mine has almost nothing on it. Like mine. Very interesting.
I have to say, I'm really enjoying these seats. Little fact. So, for the people that hopefully know what Facebook Marketplace is, I was scrolling on Marketplace. We've been looking for chairs like this for, I don't know, a month.
We found a couple, but, you know, they were super far away.
They were far away.
Not super, but, like, you know.
Too far from what we needed it for. And this morning, I scrolled and I saw these chairs, and I'm like, these are sweet. $30. I paid $30 for these 2 chairs. I'm scrolling through Marketplace after I got these chairs, and I see the same exact chair, not chairs, for $600. I was like, $600? I paid $15. So I'm driving home. I stop the car at the gas station. I look at the name of the chair, and lo and behold, it's the same chair. So I'm currently sitting in a $600 chair I paid $15 for. And so is Jake.
Indeed.
So togetherly, there's $1,200 of chairs we're sitting in. And for a $600 chair, got some nice bounce, hugs the back quite nice, kind of like a Borat gig, king of the castle, king of the castle. I'll insert that clip for the people that have never seen Borat. But yeah. Nice. I'll stand up so you can see. I mean, we're a little blemished, but no big deal. Nice little gold thingy-bobs, and it's a comfortable chair. $15. I mean, for a $600 chair, you know, why am I talking this much about a chair? I think another thing. I'll let you touch on that note you're getting there for a second.
I don't even know what it is. It's like.
Hopefully it's not asphalt.
I was just about to say burnt tire.
Oh boy.
I don't know what I'm getting here. It's a very confusing taste to it. It's like it wants to be a pepper, but it doesn't get spicy. It just tastes like a pepper. I don't know how to describe it here.
So like a sweet red bell pepper.
Almost. It's like a pink pepper. You know what I'm saying?
Look how much smoke I'm getting off this thing. Now that I'm about a quarter inch into it, it's getting really smooth. There's notes of cream emerging. I'm getting a red pepper spice. Slight roasted coffee on the back of the palate along with a dark chocolate. But I think something Jake can attest for.
That's what I'm getting. It's turning into a cream. That's what it was. I was very confused for a second.
I think something that Jake can hopefully attest for as well is behind the bar, you can't really see us. When we first started, we were out on the patio, and you could see our movements and what we were doing. And up here, you could just see this. So I think by having us, you know, chilling out in these chairs, you can kind of get a feel for us, maybe our demeanor, what we're doing. You know, you understand what our bodily reactions are doing to the cigar. But yeah, this wall here usually hides what our feet are doing. But man, a little bit of fact about the chair, and a pretty solid cigar. What was this? $10?
$12.95.
$12.95 with our discount. $10.
Yeah, we pay. I think I paid $11, no tax.
Yeah, lots of thick smoke.
I don't know.
We're definitely
I
going
don't
off.
know if you're having the same issue, but mine started to canoe a little bit, which is, as you guys just saw, I was fixing my
Smell
burn
that
line.
smoke. very sweet and
It
peppery.
is.
All right, well, we're definitely going off on a tangent, but that is the first half of the Illusione Habano.
First half, you mean first third?
First third of the Illusione Habano original documents. God bless you.
Oh.
Definitely a very cool cigar. There is a, bless you twice.
Ooh.
There's a UFO.
Good
times.
lord.
This is, look at
Thank
that
you.
band. That
It
is
is.
so ornate.
It's just a very.
That is very cool.
It's almost like a.
Oh shit, we didn't talk about the cap. It's got a triple cap.
Welcome back. We are now in the second third of the Illusione.
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 Habano.
Habano. Fuck. Why can't I think of?
Illusione Habano. You got it.
No, but original.
Oh shit.
The OD stands for something.
Original documents.
Original documents. I mean, Zach said that he didn't have any spice at all, or correction, he said he had a lot of spice, but I have not experienced any spice in this cigar. It is a very smooth cigar here. Let me get a couple puffs and I will give you guys some tasting notes here. On this second third here, getting a lot of coffee, a slight chocolate, and a slight cream. And almost like a salted pretzel.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, that's about it. Very subtle though. None of those tasting notes are real
When it first
strong,
started,
you know.
it was very in the face.
Boom. But now it's just nice, calm, and smooth. Very nice. And the aroma coming off the cigar is very pleasant also. It is, it's a like fruity kind of aroma here. Doesn't really hint towards the tasting notes though, if you notice that. The aroma is completely different
Almost
from the
like an
tasting notes.
aromatic smell. I'll
Yeah.
talk about that in my review here shortly.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I've had no issues recently. The burn line has actually completely fixed itself. It's completely fine now. The ash is decently white on the outside. Inside's a little bit grayer, but, you know, nothing wrong there. It's stacking fairly well, almost like quarters. It's not real
It's not
fine. It's just, you know, every so often you get a nice cut through the ash there.
Right. Definitely a bit of a wonky burn line. I'm going to show my burn line because it is very wonky. Hopefully the lighting's better. We did touch it up a little bit. I think my camera is... I don't know why. It looks like it's fogged, but it's not. You can keep talking, Jake. I'm just going to try and fix our camera here.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, my draw has completely fixed itself. It was quite snug at the beginning, but it is now proceeded to open up. It's very nice and smooth, almost effortless draw here.
I'm going to kill that light in the back.
Other than that, I don't have too much more to say. The smoke is still very thick, very white smoke here. I think that's about it. I don't know if there's too much more to cap on. Usually we do the news on the final third, so we're going to hold off on that for now. We're going to pass it over to Zach for his opinion on this second third.
Alright, sorry for the constant getting up and down. We're just trying to tune in the lighting here. We put another light above us, so hopefully the lighting's better and you can kind of see what we're doing. In the first clip, it was not good. I'll be straight up, it was not good. Hopefully this is better, and we're just trying to dial that in so we know what we need to do. However, about the cigar. Actually, it's very good. I'm really enjoying it, and frankly, I'm not a big fan of Ecuadorian Habanos. I'm more of a... I like Maduros, I like Oscuros, I like a good aged Grand Cru wrapper by Davidoff, especially sometimes a good Connecticut as well. However, this wrapper is very good, and usually Ecuadorian Habanos are very, very spicy. And that would attest because when I first lit it up, it was very spicy. But approaching the second, third, I'm pretty much in it now. It has like a oatmeal taste, like just a plain oatmeal, salted pretzel, as Jake had said. Give me 1 second here. Still a lot of smoke.
No, I do want you guys to take for granted I am also a little deeper into the second, third here, so my tasting notes
Definitely
might be a little different from what Zach is experiencing here.
Lots of dark chocolate though on mine.
I do want to note on that too. It is very odd. We are getting not exactly different, but hints of different things here, which isn't necessarily
While I
saying.
have it on my head right now, because I'll forget, I'm getting a dark fruit, not like a sweet fruit, but almost like an aged, like a dessert wine is what I'm tasting, like a dessert wine or a port, one of the two. Very dark, but very good. Interesting though, very complex, very complex. No issues. The ash mine is definitely very weird, along with my burn line, but it's not an issue. It's not affecting my smoking experience by any means. I haven't had to fix it. It fixed itself for the most part, but for a $10 cigar, it's pretty good right now. But the construction on the inside of the cigar is a little goofy, but like I said, it's not interfering with my current smoking experience. Jake, do you have anything to add before we close this clip?
Yeah, as I was noting here, like Zach had stated, he was getting the, dessert wine fruitiness on the end of his palate there, which is quite interesting. As I may note, I'm getting none of that on my cigar.
Yours isn't sweet?
Mm-mm.
Very sweet.
Not at all for me.
On those
Which-
puffs I just took, it was like biting into chocolate cake.
Yeah, like, I'm getting the heavy chocolate. That I am getting. But it's not like a sweet chocolate. It's almost like an unsweetened chocolate
Like
type. But
cocoa nib.
yeah. And then I'm also getting that coffee with that cream and the pretzel. But I'm not getting any of that, fruity wine.
Is your finish
Which,
long?
not really.
No, my
It's like a
finish is pretty-
medium to long.
Medium approaching full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do want to note, it is a little not concerning, but questioning the fact of how we're getting different tasting notes here in the same stick, which
The thing
could
is-
note to a different, not different, but a different process for each cigar. It's almost like,
It's hard to. Here's the thing. We're two totally different humans, so we're gonna have different palates. So our palates are gonna pick up different things. I don't know what Jake's cigar tastes like, nor do I want to taste Jake's cigar, and nor do I want him to taste mine, vice versa. But our palates are gonna vary. I think what we're getting is close to the same, but the deep down complex notes that I'm getting and that he is getting, I think just refers to the complexity of our palates.
I do want to retract my statement. As I'm getting close to this final third, I am getting a red wine taste to it.
I was just gonna say a deep, like almost like a Sauvignon Cabernet. That's what I'm getting on the back, like a dark
Yeah.
Sauv is what I'm definitely
it's
getting.
very prominent here, which is nice. It's a nice
It's,
development
you know what it
change
reminds me
here.
of? Grand Cru Diadema Finas. And that was one of my absolute favorite cigar. The Grand Cru Diadema Finas limited edition by Davidoff is one of my favorite Davidoff LEs, but it's $57. So if Jake's getting red wine on this cigar, I have yet to really experience it. I'm starting to get slight notes of it, but if this starts to taste like red wine, that box will be in my humidor tomorrow. That's a
I
promise.
can agree with that.
That's a promise.
I'm a little farther into the cigar, and I am honestly for $10. This compares not on the same aspect, but in value-wise as $10. It compares to the LB1 in my opinion already.
For $10, it's picking up quite nice.
And it's very complex, which you don't see a lot in $10 cigars.
No.
Which I do want to state is another thing. I was just having a conversation with my stepdad today, and he was stating that the Island Jim is one of his favorite $10 cigars. And as you know from our review, we were not fans of that at all.
We did not like that.
And I do want to state that when I brought up the Mia Moore to him as another $10 cigar, he said that he wouldn't choose the Mia Moore over the Island Jim. Which, in my opinion, for any seasoned cigar smoker who has tried both of them, I personally think, for those that have a higher tier palate,
if you prefer,
you would really see the difference there in quality.
If you prefer a more expensive stick and better craftsmanship, Ashton is known for that. Ashton has better craftsmanship. Oscar Valdriles, I always butcher his last name, but we're just going to say Oscar. Oscar makes two cigars. He makes the Island Jim in two different variations. He has the Connecticut and the Maduro. We tried the Maduro. I'm not trying the Connecticut because I know that Connecticut's going to suck ass. Then he makes the Leaf by Oscars.
I do want to ask, L&B, is that owned by a guy named Island Jim?
No. So the place we have been going to called L&B, and maybe we can refer to it here shortly. If you're in the Florida area, they have one in the Longboat Key area, and then there's one downtown in Pittsburgh. So if you're a Yinzer like me and a Yinzer like Jake, downtown, there's a L&B. There's also one in the McMurray area where we're at. I don't want to disclose my location too much. But the owner of L&B is Oscar Valdriles, however the hell you say his name.
Yeah, I got into another... This is almost becoming like a live podcast here.
It is.
I got into another argument with my stepdad here today. Not an argument, but you know,
a debate.
A debate. And he said that it was owned by a guy named Island Jim, and I said no. It's just the name of the cigar that's made
Oscar
by
Valdriles. So Oscar Valdriles, I'm just gonna say Oscar. I need to stop saying his last name because I'm butchering it. So from what my understanding is, the owner of Leaf and Bean is, I just said it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
they're everywhere. The owner of Leaf and Bean, the cigar store that we sometimes go to, I guess he had a buddy. I may be wrong, but I guess he had a buddy down in Florida, and I guess they referred to him as Island Jim. So they made a cigar for Island Jim, hence the name the cigar Island Jim. So they made a cigar that Oscar made for him, and that cigar was called Island Jim. That's my understanding of the story. I can ask our person at Leaf and Bean. I guess now that we're going to talk about Leaf and Bean now, there's quite a few locations. There's one in downtown Pittsburgh. There's one downtown. There's one probably 25 minutes to an hour away from us. And then there's another one, like I said.
It's closer to an hour. It's like 45 from where we're at.
Right.
It just depends on the traffic on the days.
Right. It's pretty far. And we don't go there too often. I mean, Welcome back, everyone. We are now in the final third of the Illusione original documents. And wow, has this final third taken a turn for the best. It's delicious.
I hit my nose again. Come on.
So, couple things here. Number one, an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper is just about as strong as an Oscuro wrapper. So, we're both buzzed. We definitely have a solid nicotine buzz going on. And
I haven't stood up in about 10 minutes.
I got up to get a drink and I almost ate shit trying to find something in the fridge. 1 second here.
The only thing I will say is this band is a pain in the ass to get on. Good lord, holy moly.
So definitely a lot of that oatmeal and a change of the wine. I'm almost getting a white wine now. It changed from a red to a white. I'm gonna go with, I think a white wine is a Riesling. I have no clue what wine names are. Bourbons and whiskeys are totally different. I know all that stuff. But I think a Riesling is a white. Can you double check that for me right now, please?
Yes.
I know a Sav is a red, and I'm pretty sure a Riesling is a white. And that's what I'm tasting. I've tasted it before, but I don't know the name.
I opened some cream.
But yeah. So it's predominantly like a white wine with a oak, like a uncooked oatmeal taste. Almost very little amount of dark chocolate on the back of the palate. That coffee's gone, and just almost like a kind of like a. I'm gonna go with a pink pepper spice.
So here's the difference. This is what's called a crash course on white wines. So you got the Chardonnay, which is a bold and dry white. The
Pinot Noir.
Yeah, light and dry. Sauvignon, which is herbaceous, which means it's very,
herb-like.
Yeah. And then the sweet and semi-sweet is the Riesling.
So I'm getting a dry. So a dry, we're probably getting like a Pinot Noir.
Yeah, it's between the Pinot Noir.
A Pinot Grigio is really good too. I like Pinot Grigio.
That's what it says.
Oh, I thought it was a Pinot Noir. Maybe a Pinot Noir is a
probably more. Of
that's
a
probably
red.
that might be a red. But I like Pinot Grigio.
It's kind of like I'm getting like a bold and a dry, so it's kind of like a Chardonnay wine.
So I'm gonna fix my cigar and let Jake talk about his right now. Definitely a pretty bad burn line right here. This is. Do we have the little torch lighter?
Yeah, I think I brought it down unless I put it back up.
This needs the torch.
All right,
I'm just gonna take the band off because it's gonna be falling off.
take it away here. So I'm just gonna come up and show you guys. So my burn line has quite fixed itself, as you can see there. Not extremely white, but a decently white ash here.
This is a big fix. I had to make a big fix on it. That was bad.
Yeah.
Almost all of this right here is what I had to fix. So that all that's burnt right there is what I had to fix, and that's what I was smoking. So all of that right there is what I had to fix.
So tasting notes wise, I'm still getting that, uncooked oatmeal. Still a, dry pretzel here. It's not as strong. It's not prominent. It's just, lightly on the back half is that, dry pretzel taste. Almost like if you cooked a pretzel and forgot to put the salt on it.
Oh, that burnt terribly.
And, yeah.
Look at that.
That's bad.
That's really bad.
I didn't have that issue.
That's bad. That's definitely going to contribute to my score.
So, as I keep going here, like we said, getting that Chardonnay wine, that bold and dry white wine here. Very prominent. And almost like a licorice forming also. It's also like, do you also get like a licorice taste forming also?
Black licorice.
Yeah. So, very good. A very big change from the second third here. The first and second third didn't really have a whole lot of, development. It was almost like the same thing all the way through, with a little bit more of a prominent note on that wine going into the second third.
Second
But
third was good.
It was good.
It started the final third and probably to half of the second third was pretty monotonous. But when we got into the actual second third, into the final third where we're at now, it's really developing nicely, and we're almost fully developed here, and it's really good, except for my burn line.
Yeah. I mean, this cigar is wonderful. The development into that final third has really taken me by surprise here, based off that first 2/3. And honestly, I am highly debating going back and seeing how many boxes they have and maybe picking up
one.
I might tell them to order a brand new box and pick up a new
Take
box.
that back. I might have seen two.
If they have two, it will be one tomorrow. I wonder how many comes in a box. I think he said it was 20.
24, yeah. Why did I close the music?
But with that being said, we're gonna hop into our final reviews here. Do you want to take it away, or would you like me to start?
I'll do it. Why not? Briefly, I'm going to touch on the news. Nothing really. I mean, for the people that do get this far in the video, tomorrow's Fancy Friday. You guys know that if you're diehard fans. Probably not. But yeah, we're going to dive into the final review right now. As I had said, this is a Illusione original documents. $10 for this stick. Varying prices upwards of $15 depending on where you get it. Starting off with the first it was, first third was pretty solid. Second third got better. Final third, love it. Ranking it. Cold draw was very good. Lots of fruit along with aroma on the wrapper and the foot. Very fruity, very good. Definitely liked it. As for pre-light, well, lighting it in the first couple puffs, a shit ton of spice. Like a lot of spice. Almost too much spice. But after we, probably got 5 or 10 puffs into it, that spice subsided. His spice subsided. I had a pretty solid amount of spice left. But after probably about a half an inch in, it definitely subsided a lot. And then we started to get those really prominent chocolate notes and a couple other things in there as well. But it was definitely enjoyable, and the most notable would definitely be the final third. The final third is probably the best part of this cigar, without doubt. That really, as I said, I don't know what kind of wine it is, but if I had to guess, I'd say it's a Pinot Noir. I've had plenty of reds and plenty of white wines. I just don't know the names of them, but they're both very good, and yeah, definitely good final third. And it has a very just bland wood taste. It's nothing too complex, but it's there, so you can taste it, smell it on the aroma of the smoke. Yeah. Coming in at you with my review, this is going to rank on our basic core line review. I'm going to give it a 9. Reason being for the 9 is, number one, my burn line was garbage. It was not good. The ash was nothing crazy, but it didn't interfere with the smoking experience. My draw was fine from the moment I lit it up and did the cold draw, etc. And yeah, I really had no issues. Maybe burn line, I had to touch up once or twice, but that's why it's going to get a 9. I'm giving it a 9 mostly because of the flavor profile and everything, but definitely enjoyable. I liked it. If you see it, pick it up. I'm going to pass the mic over here to Jake, and I'm going to let him wrap up the video as well when he finishes up his review. There you are.
Good. Thank you, Zach. So, I'm going to hop right into it. I don't have too much to say. Cold draw and light here were very nice, lit very easily, toasted very nice. The cold draw was very nice, had very nice notes on it. I'm going to give that a 10. It was a very enjoyable experience there, from taking it out of the package to lighting it. The only thing I will say about the burn is first third, I was having some issues. It was canoeing a little bit, getting a little bit wonky on me. Fixed it probably twice in the first third alone. As soon as I got into the second third, my burn line has been pretty much perfect. No issues, nothing since. Now, I know Zach had his issue right there as he showed you guys, but that's going to get a 8.5 for me for the fact that I did have to touch it up twice in 1/3. A little bit of a wonky experience. If people can't catch on to it, it could mess with the cigar a little bit, which is why I'm giving it such a low score compared to the rest of the cigar. The aroma, I'm going to give it a 10. This aroma is very enjoyable. It's definitely a good room note, and it definitely won't turn people away from coming into a room with you.
While we're on this topic, it's something I forgot about. The smoke is harsh. It's not, as we know, and if you're at this part of the video, you know, we've said it before, is Davidoffs are known for their warm, inviting, and sweet aroma. This is what, it's a cigar. So like, if you smell this, you get instant cigar. As for Davidoff is just kind of like almost like a cologne-like. It has a very warm, inviting smell. It's not off-putting, and it does not smell like a cigar. This smells like a cigar, and people know that you're smoking a cigar when you smell this. That's all.
Which, it's not a bad smell. We do want to state that. You do, like, you'll walk in and you'll be like, oh, someone's smoking a cigar. But it's not a harsh cigar smell. It's just with the smoke being so thick, it will catch people's noses very quickly.
Smoke is very thick. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it, how much smoke I was getting off from the moment I lit it to now. And it's just plumes and plumes and plumes of so syrupy, wow.
Syrupy thick smoke.
Thank you.
The
buzz is here.
Oh yeah. I walked outside for a quick minute, to take care of some business real quick. And when I tell you I stumbled a little bit on my way up the driveway, it was bad. But
we do have a restroom outside. We have quite a large restroom. It spans our entire neighborhood.
Tasting notes wise, it's gonna get a 10. I've highly enjoyed this whole cigar. Now, Zach had that very spice bomb, just insanely spicy first third.
There, I did talk about that, yeah.
But I didn't experience that at all. Mine was very smooth all the way through, getting a 10. It can vary, as you see. We had different experiences that first third.
Yeah.
By no means does that make it a bad cigar. It's just like we say, wow. Like we stated earlier in the video, different palates create different tasting experiences.
Right on.
So, you know, it all just depends on your guys' tasting notes that you are fond of, and also your palate. With that being said, my final review is going to come in at a 9.3. I really enjoyed this cigar.
It is box worthy.
It does rank among the higher list on $10 cigars. By no means is it a Mi Amor or an LB1, but I think it gets up there with them. It's pretty close. I would have liked to see a little bit more of a development into the second third there for it to rank really up next to them. But
a
it's
smooth transition from third to third.
But with that being said, it's still gonna contend with those cigars very well, and this is gonna please a lot of people's palates and tasting notes, which is why it gets a high score for me. This is definitely a cigar I would highly recommend you pick up at least one of, if not a box. I will be picking up a box. I thoroughly enjoyed this cigar, so if there's a new box in our store, I will be picking that up.
Monday.
Tomorrow. I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Monday because we're gonna get something special.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm gonna go on Monday also. That about wraps it up for me. Zach, you have anything else to note before I close this out?
I don't think so.
There you go.
I will let Jake close the clip, however. If you're this far in the video, thank you, of course. One thing I'd like to add, before you smoke this cigar, please do eat a large size meal. Nothing like a feast, but eat a meal, because if you eat this on an empty stomach, you're going to be destroyed. I definitely have a solid nicotine buzz, and I have not gotten one in a while. And as I had said, Ecuadorian Habanos are infamous for that. That's it for me. I'm going to let Jake wrap up the clip, and we'll see you tomorrow.